Welcome to today's episode. If you've ever wondered how to break into UGC, user-generated content, and build your personal brand, then this episode is for you. We're diving into actionable tips, strategies, and everything you need to know to get started creating content. So grab a notebook, subscribe, and let's get to it.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
So my name is Zeb, and I'm 27 years old, and I'm just now getting into this content creation situation. I really don't know much about it, but I do know how to make little clips, like kind of from the TikTok aspect. Other than that, I don't really know much about actually creating content.
Thank you, Zeb.
Most of it.
I'm Isaiah, your UGC content creator coach. And my homie Zeb, we know each other for a while now. I've been doing content creation for about, I'd say, since 2019 on and off doing research, and then probably about 21, 22, I started doing actually shooting videos and doing it. All right, so why don't we start with what's your first question off top?
What is UGC?
All it is brands will hit you up and you make an ad for them with the product. They'll send you the product, and then they'll post it on their page. It's that simple.
As now you said that all you have to do is make the video, the users will send you the product. Now, with the UGC, now that particular organization, is that yours? Does it belong to a particular group? And what would be the process of going through, like if you wanted to use that outside of the group, would you still be able to?
Yeah, so UGC is just a blanket term. A lot of people call it a lot of different things. It's still kind of new. It's developing to some crazy things, but it's just supposed to look like why it's called user-generated content, because you're supposed to look like you're actually a user of a product, because brands have actually found, this is actually true, that people would rather buy stuff from people who look like you and me, everyday people, rather than Mr. Beast on YouTube or these other big content creators. Like, it turns out they can't actually sell anything. They've actually dumped a lot of money into these creators and they didn't sell anything. And so now they're switching the tactic and have people, everyday people like you or me, or it could even, you'd be surprised that lots of companies need advertisements for their products. Mom companies, baby companies. I've seen 40, 50-year-old moms making $10,000 a month off this stuff from home, changing their whole life. They was stay-at-home moms or bartenders, whatever. They started doing this, and literally, you'll hear stories. I know you're probably going to do research, look it up, and you probably won't believe it. People talking about their first month, I made $10,000. You wouldn't believe it.
10,000 is crazy.
Their first month, first week, I landed my first deal for $5,000, $2,000. But that's a lot of work. It's reaching out to so many brands and whatnot. It takes about 20 minimum. You gotta reach out to 20 brands a day if you're trying to see those results.
Yeah, I could understand that, because it's not like anybody's just gonna give you handouts. And then on top of that, just to be honest about it, I understand the differentiation between the products being, people wanting to buy products from normal everyday people rather than famous people. If they're promoting something that is not going to be something that you would see them using, of course you wouldn't want to buy it, because it doesn't hold that same value. So it makes a lot of sense as to why that people would much rather see people that are, more closer to their level, or even on their level at times, buy things that they would, tend to buy themselves.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
UGC is for anybody and everybody. You can make money. It doesn't matter what you look like, how old you are, where you're from, what language you speak. UGC's in Mexico. There's this one creator that speaks English and Spanish, and she makes videos in both, and she makes double money because she can do the Spanish videos, because there's not a lot of Spanish UGC. It's pretty much the whole concept of like, how do I say it? The environment matters. Baldwar gas station, $2-3. The Baldwar airport, $5, $10 sometimes. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Okay, well, it's nice to know about the UGC, like in and of itself, is it being a blanket term, and what derives from it, where it comes from, and who is a part of that initial venture. It is nice to know that. So I appreciate you explaining that and elaborating on that.
Literally, anyone could do it. You don't need a crazy setup, whatever, a little crazy backgrounds or whatever. It's supposed to look authentic, like everyday people. So some brands want, their UGC to look more commercial, like whatever, and that could happen occasionally, and those are probably going to be paying more big bucks, definitely.
Naturally. Yeah.
But it's supposed to just be a pretty fast process. You should literally be able to grab your iPhone 12, whatever it is, have a microphone, and you're good to go. Just shoot a little product real quick. Sometimes brands will send you a script. Sometimes you have to make the script yourself, but you'd be surprised. It's just so easy, honestly.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate it.
Start.
The only thing you got to do is start. Okay. Do you use any particular programs to create said content?
Good question. I will start with free ones. There's paid ones, but there's a free one like CapCut. I use CapCut all the time.
Yeah.
And let's see, there's other apps that will let you put captions on videos. I think literally another app is called Caption, I believe.
Yes.
And yeah, or you could use TikTok to edit your videos as well.
Yeah.
I found out that through research that some people think that, I kind of believe it's true too, about it. There's no 100% thing that says this, but TikTok, if you make the videos and edit it in TikTok, they'll actually push your content, make it more viral. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard a little bit about that. My research led me to believe that they only promote the beginning, like the beginners in the TikTok community, until you pay for, I think there was some subscription or whatever that you could pay for to kind of boost how many people see your like videos and things of that nature. So other than that, I don't think I think they do it for probably like the beginning of your TikTok career until you get more invested, and then it's slowly like not as much promotion.
I think I would definitely agree with you. Right now, I'm trying new things out, posting stuff, and I was getting pretty decent views from not over 1,000, but around 1,000. And now I'm plateauing at 100. And I think because they know I'm trying to gain more followers, switch stuff up. But the content is better, in my opinion. Examples of how I started out. So I started out on Fiverr, and I recommend. Have you heard of Fiverr?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. So for the people who have it, it's pretty much a freelancing website. And so I started on there, and literally, you just create an account. And there's going to be categories, and you just choose the UGC category to sign up, and then from there you just want to make some example videos.
Right.
And for a good example video would be actually, why don't you pull out some of those products I have for us? Why don't you show them?
All right, I got you.
So I got some products, guys.
Oh,
sorry. No, you're good. No.
I'm thinking.
My bad. It's our first time we're getting this going. But anyway, I'm gonna have Zeb pull out some products that I've already received to show you guys what kind of products you guys can get. I've actually got all these products from Fiverr. So probably most of them, I'm about to say 95. There's another app, Join Brands and Billo, I might have got some of these products from, but go ahead and you can choose whatever.
Yes, sir. Or another question, are these products free of charge? Is there anything in particular that you have to do?
Exactly.
Would you say that your content or the content that you promote dictates what products are more likely to be sent to you?
You could choose whatever you want to do. That's the beautiful thing about it. Fiverr, obviously, so pretty much people hit you up and you'll get offers. I got offers for all that stuff and I accepted all of it. A lot of that is health stuff, of course. Well, so honestly, a lot of that's from the same brand I was telling you, Ox Energy. They loved our videos so much they actually did a month or two retainer, and they had me shoot like 30 or 60 videos, and they sent me a bunch of different products to shoot videos for.
Well, a good shout out to Ox. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice, man. It seems like a whole bunch of good stuff in here.
Oh yeah, all of it was for free.
So if you guys haven't started on Fiverr, I mean, as you guys see, he's telling y'all the route to it, man. I'm just now getting into content creation, so I really wouldn't be able to tell you guys anything as to the means you should take or what you should do. But my boy here has been in this for a little bit, so he's sharing some decent information right now, and this is on the come up, man. Like, you don't just get free things. And then on top of that, the acknowledgement of this entire bag just goes to show.
It's full.
It just goes to show the content is good. The content is great. So,
Thank you.
of course. So again, for free products, this is crazy. This is crazy.
It is insane. This is pretty much one of the easiest things you can get started doing. UGC is valued right now, or I should just say concentration, because that's pretty much what UGC is, but concentration is valued at $40 billion right now. And the next 10 years, they're thinking it's going to be $100 billion.
That's crazy.
There's enough money for everyone and their mama to do this and make a full-time living.
And guess what? And we not moving over this fact, but it's all for free. It's
all for free.
All it takes is a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and a good video. That's all.
It really is, definitely. I've tried so many other things. I think I told you I did the Turo thing. That was a lot of work. We had 3-4 cars. We ended up getting rid of most of them, selling them, whatnot. And it was a good experience, but it's a lot of work. And I'm trying to make more money with the same amount of work that I was doing for Turo. Every day I was waking up either early, cleaning cars, renting them out, messaging people, gassing them up, oil changes, little random things, and it's tedious. This UGC stuff, I'm in love with it. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's worth it.
Yes, sir. I agree. I haven't even started yet, but considering all the other jobs and things and lines of work that I've kind of tried, at like making a video at home, not having to leave your house. And sometimes, I mean, so what is leaving your house if you're getting $200 for 5 minutes of your time, 10 minutes of your time? That's crazy.
More like, I should say, 30 seconds of your time, because the videos is 30 seconds to a minute long usually.
You know, I give the benefit of the doubt of a couple minutes.
Fair.
You know.
It takes longer than that to probably shoot the video, getting everything perfect. But
yeah, of course. But
30 seconds, a minute for 200, sometimes 1,000.
Bro.
You'd be surprised. I just seen a creator. I should put the video. I made a list for Zeb. Let's help him out with good examples. I seen a video. He charged, I think it was Dove or one of these big brands, like $3,999 for one video. That was like 30 seconds. And these deals happen all the time.
okay, so how are we missing it? As you know.
So
Yeah.
personally, I feel like in this UGC community, everyone's gatekeeping. They're keeping all the good secrets and the sauce to themselves. But I'm not doing that here, because I feel like there's so much money to be made, and I don't need to hog it, and it doesn't help anybody, and I'm trying to help people. That's my goal, my mission.
Okay, and then so I do have another question in
Yes,
regards to the help that you provide.
Okay.
So if anybody needed any questions or had any questions
Yes.
about the specific process, even though
Yes.
we're kind of breaking it down as to what manufacturers could send you things,
Right.
would they be able to come to you for those questions?
Definitely. Actually, I just started. I launched a how do I say? I started Zoom sessions now. I'm doing coaching sessions now, one-on-one 30-minute sessions, and I'll work you through the whole process. I'll make you a whole template like I did for Zed, and we'll show you what that looks like here in a bit.
Beautiful.
But pretty much any questions he has is going to be in a document already answered. I got good example videos of creators that are already doing this who are successful that I personally use, and a bunch of other little resources, and I think templates of like how to set up your portfolio, which is pretty much the first thing you want to do. Honestly, you want to set up your portfolio so when you reach out to brands, you have something to show them. But your Fiverr to get the example videos. But if you didn't want to use Fiverr for example videos, I would recommend it. You can use any product around your house that you already have. And the beautiful thing about that is, another side way to get people is, after you make those videos, tag the brand, add them in the video when you post it. They'll see it. They will see it. And then whatever brand you're trying to go at, just keep commenting, keep liking, ask for the whoever's in charge of marketing, try to get their email and just email them directly to say, hey, I'm a content creator, I'm a UGC creator, I love your product and brand. And some people like to leave links to their portfolio. I found that some people don't like that, so I wait for them to respond back, and then I'll send them the link.
Yeah.
But it's really that simple. You just create you a portfolio, show them what you could do. It doesn't have to be good, honestly. You don't have to have a lot of followers to start. You could have 0 followers.
Oh, really?
That guy I was telling you about that got that $4,000 deal for Dove, he only has like 4,000 or 5,000 followers. That's it.
That ain't bad.
That ain't...
It's not a lot, but it's not a little bit either.
Exactly.
But to think that you can get that 4,000 or 5,000 off of 3,000 followers, that's crazy.
You can get off of 0 followers, because the cool thing is the brand's posting the stuff on their page, so they already have followers, so they're not necessarily expecting you posting on yours. But the cool thing is you can charge them for that too.
Oh, really?
Extra charge.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like you're promoting them.
Exactly. Now,
Okay.
when you start out, you might end up having to do it for free. And then this is where the real money comes in, that low-key no one tells you to do a lot of research. It's something called usage rights. It's kind of gangster low-key, I think. You pretty much charge them a period of time that they can post that video on their page 3 to 6 months. So and that's on top of the video. So let's say, okay, I'll shoot you a video for $500. Okay, and then for the next 3 to 6 months to have that up on your page, it's gonna cost you $300.
Okay.
You see how it starts racking in.
So now with those usage fees, is that a particular contract, or will they fill out that contract, or is that something that you would have to send over?
Some brands have their own contracts. Usually if they're bigger and more established and work with a lot of creators, they'll already have a contract and they'll send you to sign over. But sometimes you will need to create the contract and sign it over and all that.
Understood. And if they have any questions about that, would they be able to come to you as well?
Of course.
Understood.
Gotcha.
And where in the video will the link for your video calls be?
Down below somewhere. All right. Let's. You got another question?
Well, that was the one about the link for the thing, but I'll go ahead and ask another. So now with the products themselves, even if you don't use them, What would you do if, well, say hypothetically you don't use them?
Okay.
What would you do after the video? Can you send it back? Can you send it to anybody else? What does it mean?
The product's yours. I usually keep them all and I'll re-gift them to somebody, or you could resell them.
Okay, cool.
So you could double. There's so
Double
much
up.
money. Literally,
Double
you
up.
got paid for the video. You got a free product, and you could sell that product. And then these products, they can range from like $10 to like thousands. I got a cat litter box for my cats. An automated one, $500.
That's crazy.
$500.
So now, but also with the products that you're getting, can you get any more of them? Like, say for example, I pulled out a little bottle of the magnesium just a second ago. If I were to say use all that bottle and I wanted more, would I have to then pay for that bottle, or due to the promotion would I be able to get another for free?
They probably send you another one for free. Usually brands are pretty giving.
Okay, cool.
As long as you guys are got a good relationship going, and probably if you have a retainer all with them, a month retainer will probably be a little bit easier and willing to give you more and send you more products for free.
Most definitely. Okay, cool. Yeah, but that's all for as far as the product goes.
Yeah.
In regards to like content creation and whatnot. So I know that's a very tedious means of work there.
Yeah.
So even with the apps and things like that, even with your video calls, what if after all is said and done, they still just can't, like, for some reason, figure it out? Then what would they do after
They
that?
can book another call with me again, and I will guide them through the way.
Now, with that extra call, if they've went through and did all the steps and did them correctly as you saw fit, would there be any discounts? Would there be any ways of...
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to keep working with these people until we start seeing some growth and results. And you definitely will. If you're putting in the hard work, the research, there's not going to be any reason not to see the results. You don't got to be great to start, but you got to start.
Yeah, that's true. That was a beautiful quote.
Thank you.
And just so you guys know, this has nothing to do with this interview process, but I've seen this man literally build accounts from the ground up. I even myself have bought an account that he's built up off of him. So like, and trust, this work ethic that he has is different. It is like, you just keep building. And then on top of that, you never gave up. I noticed that too. Like I know it has been ups and downs, trials and tribulations. And man, just keep on pushing through it. And I respect that, man. Keep on with it though.
Well, so actually, I'm glad that you brought that up. There's been plenty of times I definitely wanted to give up. Honestly, probably almost every day I've been doing this almost.
I feel that.
Because anytime you start something new and you got no help, it's just hard. You got to take all the lessons and learn them by yourself. You're gonna make mistakes. You're probably gonna do things the wrong way, the hard way. Yeah. And I'm kind of past that now. I'm getting through that. I want to show other people that. And one tip I would have for people is make sure you really plan things out and organize and give yourself time to rest. I have gotten burnt out so bad twice over probably the past 2-3 years. I'm actually on a break now from Fiverr because Fiverr burnt me out. It's a good transition. Fiverr is a good way to get started, but I want to stay in there long term because I've noticed you got a lot of smaller brands on there that aren't willing to pay up as much because they're starting out. It makes sense as Fiverr. And there are some bigger brands on there, but it's really hard. And there's also a lot of established people on there who have amazing ratings, lots of reviews. I'm talking about 500 plus reviews and stuff. And some of these people are charging dirt for their videos. It's hard to compete with that.
True. Now, but would you say though, even with that being said, would you say that starting off, if you were to start with Fiverr, would that be the best portfolio builder for you? Or?
Definitely the best way, because a lot of people don't have maybe a good products to show around the house or whatnot. Some people do, some people don't. So if you don't, even if you do, you can still use Fiverr because that's just so many different products you can get, like health and fitness, beauty, video games and apps and tech. I've gotten so many tech stuff. Literally my whole front of my house right now is all from UGC. Stuff works, it's good quality stuff, and I use it for my home security. I get alerts to my phone with the app, motion sensor, it works. Fiverr, you will definitely get burnt out because I got to the point where I was having 11 orders at once.
11?
Yes, it was that serious, and my stats was amazing. And honestly, if I would have kept at it, I probably could have been one of these top people. You want to start out around 100. because then you're getting your time for your value.
Yes, sir. It sounds understandable. And then say in the hypothetical situation, you get a product and you so happen to look into it a little bit and you don't like what it's offering. Like the same magnesium, if I figured out that some of the formula of that magnesium pill I did not like, I felt like it didn't promote anything good, how would that process be about like getting back to that particular organization?
Awesome.
Would that make your portfolio bad? Would that do any any negative?
Great question. So on Fiverr, you're allowed to cancel orders out. There's a couple of different websites. I don't know all of them, but at least on Fiverr, it won't necessarily hurt your stats too much. It doesn't show it to the customers, but it does show it on your back end how many orders you canceled. But I've canceled plenty of orders. I don't agree with working pretty much what you're saying. Like if you don't like the product or the brand or client's not treating you right, talking to you crazy, it happens, believe it or not. It happens.
Yeah.
You can immediately say, I'm done, and you can send the product back, cancel the order. That's simple.
Okay, and then with that cancellation, would it show the reason for canceling, or does it only show how many cancels you have?
On Fiverr, it'll only on your end of things. The customers won't see this, so it'll show how many you canceled, but it won't say why you canceled it.
Okay. I mean, that could be looked at or good or bad, yeah.
Well, other clients can't see that you cancel stuff, so and sometimes,
I see.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll cancel stuff because I know I did a good video, but the client is just being unreasonable, and I don't want to get a bad review. I don't want to get a 1-star, 3-star. I'll cancel the order because it's not worth it. Because the reviews on Fiverr are important, and the customers know that too. Most of the time, they're pretty kind. They'll give you 5-star reviews or like a 4.1, maybe one thing was off or whatever, but no big deal. But so definitely, Fiverr is definitely a good way to start. If you didn't want to do that, it would be a little bit harder. So Fiverr can be slow, but just take any product you have around the house, get a bunch of good videos, and then you could just start outreaching to brands. That is the biggest thing. If you want to make some big bucks, you got outreach to brands, and I'm talking about anywhere from like 20 to 100 a day, whether it's DMs, emails, on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or X now. A lot of people say they found a lot of success on X. They'll just hitting the brand straight up, or the brand will post, hey, we need a woman or a man the age 25 through 30 that lives maybe here, or just doesn't matter where they live, but yeah. And then they'll post it, and then a bunch of people apply, oh, that's me, and then they'll drop their little portfolio link.
Okay, and then actually to kind of delve into that, would you say that as a beginner, when you're making your videos, would you say that it would still be smart to go in asking for 100? I mean, even though you'll get your money's worth since you're beginning, would they take it at that value, or would you need a little bit of a portfolio first?
It depends on the brands. I would definitely, you can negotiate. The cool thing about this is you can negotiate. I definitely probably want to try to get $100, and a lot of these brands do understand that it's a lot of hard work, and they're gonna make money off your video. They definitely will. Even if it's not good, you'd be surprised. I've seen videos that are horrible, in my opinion, make so much money.
Okay, it's all good. So okay, cool. It's a good starting point, really.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now, after you get through Fiverr, after you've reached the point that you were at when you were like, okay, I'm getting too burnt out from this, what would you say to go next from there?
Beautiful. Everyone's gonna hit a burnout, whether you're doing UGC or not, or if you're just making your own personal content clips to try and go viral or get the views or whatever. It's a lot of work. You gotta post like 3 to 5 times a day minimum. You could do one, but if you're trying to see growth fast, 3 to 5 times.
Definitely.
And you'll see growth within 30 days, probably at least minimum, maybe 100 new followers minimum, if you're doing it right with good content. Now, you want to post, like I was saying, 3 to 5 times a day to really see growth, and that's going to be hard if you don't have the video. So that's where it's important. You want to plan, have systems. I've started recently batch recording and batch editing, where I'll do like anywhere from 10 to 30 videos in one day. One day. So that way, pretty much I have either a week's worth or a month's worth of content ahead, so I get ahead of the burnout. Because literally on Fiverr, I was shooting video, like 2-3 videos a day, but sometimes the videos took so long, required little different things, like I was doing with my wife Serenity. We would have a little couple gig up on there, and she still does her 9-to-5 job, so I always have to wait for her to get home from work. And then we have a kid. So now some of these videos is like, oh, maybe we need to find a babysitter because maybe the baby needs to be outside, the baby gonna be crying or messing with the phone stand.
I see.
So little things we have to work around like that. Now if you batch record everything one day, so much easier, but sometimes you can't do that with Fiverr because like the little challenges I was just telling you I was having.
Okay.
And then plus you might not have the product. Some of these products take anywhere from maybe 2-3 days to send if they like overnight and ship them real fast, or 2 to 3 weeks. Because I'm talking about you're getting products from all over the world, China, India, like everywhere.
Okay, so and then that's actually a good. Excuse me, a good thing that you mentioned that. With the products, are you paying for any of the shipping, the handling, and nothing of that nature?
If you have a brand trying to make you pay for that, it's a scam. Don't do it. You're not supposed to. I've literally had brands try to do that. I said, no, I'm not doing that. You're not supposed to.
Okay, cool.
It's a scam.
I was about to say, because a lot of people don't know that. Getting into the game, you always have the thought that you have to pay for something. Like nothing comes free, so it's good to know that you don't have to pay for any shipping.
Don't do it. Don't
Okay.
do it.
Cool.
Run for the hills.
All right, bet. And then would you say that there's any other besides Fiverr? Is there any others like apps or like
There's
places
lots.
that kind of do the same? Kind of got the same get up with sending you product, but might have you pay for shipping?
Well, allow me to show you. They probably if you're paying for shipping, it's not UGC. You're a customer, dang near. You're a customer.
No, really though.
So I actually have a list of websites right here that I will show you real quick, and then I'll put it up on the screen for them to see later.
Sir.
What you're looking at.
Now, I won't go directly to them, but just so you guys are aware, even though you can't see it just yet, there are a total of 48 links here. So, a lot. There's a lot of different sites that you can do this on, and considering that my man Zay was only going through Fiverr at first, and there's 48 different sites, you can imagine the burnout. Just put it up there in your head. I think you can get the gist of what that would be like. But yeah. That's a pretty detailed list too. So if you guys are gonna get into this, as you see, as you hear, he has a whole layout for the plan. I don't know what I'm doing in this regard. I didn't even know most of besides Fiverr. I didn't know most of the websites. So, Upwork, I've heard of that too. Is there other things that you could do with Upwork too?
Yeah. So for Fiverr or Upwork, they're both just freelancing websites.
There we go.
And so for Upwork, you actually have to apply for the jobs though.
Mm-hmm.
The clients will post the job. They'll post what they need done, the budget, and the time frame, all that,
Mm-hmm.
and you apply for that, and then you can see how many other people are trying to apply for that position too and whatnot.
Okay.
And that's why I personally like Fiverr the most, because Upwork you have to buy connects or kind of points or whatever to apply for these jobs. Fiverr's free.
What?
These brands hit you up. They're knocking down your door. You don't have to go knock down other people's door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot easier.
That's crazy. To pay to apply.
Unfortunately, there's some websites like that and apps, but the best free ones for people starting out, I would definitely say Fiverr, Billo, Join Brands. You don't have to have any followers. There are some apps that do require you to have like 1,000 followers, whatever. Not too bad, but yeah.
Okay, cool. And then, but would you also say that with the Upwork they pay more than Fiverr?
I would actually say yes. Honestly, you're gonna get people who are probably going to pay more, bigger brands I should say. I don't know why that is. I feel like probably Fiverr is just for cheaper brands starting out, but bigger brands are on there.
I think in my opinion it makes a little bit more sense, because if you're going so far as to pay to work with these other brands, that would only mean that you're willing to go that extra mile to do what some others can't. And I'm not gonna say that other people can't or aren't willing. I'm just saying, like, in certain situations you may not be able to pay for those couple of coins to be able to get that job, or you may not have the equipment, because at the end of the day you could pay and then not get the job.
Exactly. So, that's man, for like I'd say 100 credits, it was like $20.
Oh, that ain't bad though.
It's not bad at all, but then the jobs cost $16 to apply for.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. You would think that it would be like maybe 5, 16.
Somewhere like 5 or 6. I don't know if like the client set that or if the Upwork does. I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, because that was about to be the next question.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't think the clients do. I think Upwork does based on certain whatever the client does on their end or whatever.
Okay, all right, it's all good. Alrighty then, and then let's see. So another thing is these products, like, I know you said they get sent from all over the world, and there's a multitude of things that happen when you're working for these places. Now, me personally, whether it's recording content, whether it's working at a job, whether it's even being on social media in general,
Right.
I personally do not like that my information is shared to third parties. Will that be a case when it comes down to this type of work? The products that they send you, do they track those apps and send that information to third parties to correlate ads for you?
I haven't really noticed that too much, honestly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't really like that, so that's why I
don't like that stuff either.
Yeah.
And definitely, one thing worry I was having is when you send obviously these brands to get the products, you have to send your address and little things like that.
Mm-hmm.
If people are really concerned about that, they can get a PO box or have it delivered somewhere else.
Okay, because that's where it was going. I was like, if you have any questions, curiosities about where else, that's good. Okay, cool.
Maybe your family member's house that you don't care about. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh my Jesus! They might just take the product. Like, you never know.
Like, I got a free product.
Magnesium. I'm taking this home.
Yeah, but honestly, I haven't had any issues. I've even doing the Turo thing. I ran it from my house, and I was worried about the same thing. But I haven't ran into any issues. I've had customers pull up to my house to get a car, or brands hit me up like, I want to see your product. What's your address? I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then would you say any brands would possibly shy away from you having a different address to send it to? I mean, considering they don't know your address, I don't think they could.
No.
So, yeah.
Well, that's still a good question, though.
Okay, cool. And then that's pretty much all the questions I have at this moment.
All right. I'll dive in deeper to the process of making videos. So you don't necessarily need the best, greatest phone. I've seen people with iPhone like 10s making good money. It definitely helps to have, a little bit newer phone, but you don't need the latest, greatest, newest phone. You don't need a crazy light. You just need a ring light. I just turned it on over here while you was talking because I forgot to start it. The lights and went on over here, and you see the little. So I got to show them. Look, it's just a small little light right here. See it right here. It's just a small little light, and then the ring light over there, and it does wonders. And you can make so much money with just the ring light and your phone. And a microphone, I didn't set it up for this one because, whatever, it was dead. That's why. But a little microphone, you just click right on.
Easy work.
Cuts out all the audio. I actually test this. For the most part, gets rid of all the audio. Like if I have music playing in the background right now, it's only gonna sense like up to like this far range, so it's not gonna catch the music. It'll blur it out. And then apps like CapCut, they have noise cancellation. You can tap that on there and it'll get rid of all the background noise. Has voice enhancement, make your voice more clear. You can add effects to it. CapCut is the way to go. I actually pay for that, for the premium features.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got CapCut. I just don't have premium.
I pay for it. It's worth it.
Yeah, I definitely. So, bro, that's nice. I mean, considering like what you're doing, how many videos you have to make, and how much easier it allows you to just kind of lay out. I see why. It's definitely worth it.
And then another thing I pay for too is a Canva. That's pretty much a designing app which you can use to create your 5 gig photos or any other little photos or content clips or cover photos for your images or videos.
Okay.
Like on TikTok you can make a little cover for your video or whatever.
Okay, you gotta get yourself a little link for that. Get people discounted rates. This is basically promotion.
I really should. Help you out. This is what I do. I'm different than everybody else. I'm gonna give you some microphones and a product of mine to get you started on your journey.
It's much appreciated, man. Now, like, this does make it a lot easier because really I wasn't intending on buying any extra microphones to do any noise cancellation, and I know there's a major difference between recording on your phone versus having an actual set of mics to use, especially the ones tailored to the phone. So I do appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Oh yeah, you're gonna enjoy that. It's gonna make your quality so crisp and clean. You can do interview style videos with those. You can do a lot.
So just so you guys know, in future wise, if you see any of my videos, if we're working together, you already know I'm putting on one. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, man, thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me be here and experience the UGC process and being able to learn more about this venture that we're about to go on.
Definitely.
It's all good.
We're gonna have a part 2. We're gonna show people, how your development, what's going on, whatnot.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the Zoom call, brother.